Good evening, everyone, students. I would invite Kevin sir to start the session.
Good evening, dear students. Did you rest of the topics that discussed yesterday? Students, all the topics we discussed yesterday. Dear students, did you finish up the topic yesterday?
Sir, your voice is cracking.
Okay. What about now, ma'am? Hello. Hello. Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dear students, now just we'll quickly what is called as let's start the three equations that we learned yesterday. The first equation was plus y is equal to r square
Sir,
when my center of
your
the
voice,
circle is in the
sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
When you are explaining, it is not clear, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Now you can continue, sir. I'll just check whether.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last class we discussed that the equation of a circle. We discussed three equations of circle. One equation that we discussed was x1 square is equal to r square, where the center of the circle is 0, 0, that is the origin and radius are units. We also discussed another circle equation, that is when my center is not in the origin, away from the origin, something apart from origin, then my equation is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where my center is h comma k and my rest is r units. Then we also discussed the general form of the equation of circle. The general equation of the circle, it is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. And the center of this circle is minus g comma minus radius is root of c square plus square minus c. So this is what
Sir, can you repeat?
this is what we discussed. Which one?
Last equation, sir.
The last equation is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 is the equation of the circle. General.
300
So,
300 के उन्हें आना
so please kindly mute my those who are speaking at home. So x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 is the general equation of the circle.
35 सुनने
This
वाला
circle's center is,
मैं आ रही हूँ वीकू
who is that? Kindly mute your mic, students. Only unmute it when you want to discuss in the class.
എന്താ
Circle's center is
നീരാജ് ఇంకా
minus g minus f.
ఏదాసిన ఇగో ఇంకా
Students, kindly mute your mic. Students, kindly mute your mic.
ఇంకా 200 కావాలన్నా
So, so x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. This circle's center is minus g comma minus f. And the radius of this circle is given by root of g square plus f square minus c. So these are three equations that we discussed.
వెరీ సత్యంగా
And then who is that speaking in the class?
యా
Kindly mute your mic, please.
నీకు బువా
Hello, is it clear? Class, kindly mute your mic. Which student?
మరి అంతా ఇట్లా తీసుకుంటే కొంచెం లావ్ అవుతుంది
Students, please don't disturb the class. Kindly mute your mic. Those who are having background noise family. Please mute your mic. Because with disturbance, we can't discuss the theory of mathematics here. Do understand? Please cooperate. The students in the meeting. I have told repeatedly, kindly mute the mic when you are not discussing the class. You may be listening attentively to the class, but your background noise from the family will disturb the class. Okay. Yesterday, we also began our session on parabola. Studying what exactly a parabola and how we can find the locus of a parabola. So we came to know that the set of points which is having a equal distance from a fixed point and a line, then we call those set of points as parabola. That becomes a locus of parabola. So if I take this as my point F, if I take this as my fixed line L, and if I take some points here, the distance of this point to the fixed point and the distance of this point to the fixed line should be equal. Only then the points that which makes like that equal distance only, then we'll get a curve called parabola. For a parabola to exist, we need a equal distance of set of points to a fixed point and to a fixed line. Only then we can call the set of points as parabola. Because we'll be using some of these theoretical concepts in solving the MCQs. So I'm repeating once again. For parabola to say something is parabola, the distance, let us say, if I take this as A, if I take this as B, if I take C, D, E, F, G. So let us say E, this, let us say 1, 2 is 1. FA to A1 should be equal. FA is equal to A1. Same thing. FB is equal to B2. FB is equal to B2. So the distance between fixed point and the point of the fixed line should be equal. Only then we can call that as. So yesterday I told that we say parabola, we have what is called the fixed line, and we also told that there is a point.
Fix the line and
Correct, no?
distance.
So now different parts of parabola. So focus.
Please wait, students. I think sir has faced some technical issue. Sir, sir, your voice is not clear.
Just a minute, because of rain, there is some fluctuation here. This, hello, is it audible now? Audible. Hello. Speak.
Sir,
Am I
your
audible to you
voice
all?
is cracking.
Hello. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this fixed line is called, the fixed line is called as directrix. The fixed line is called as what? Directrix. The fixed point is called as focus, and the point where my parabola is sitting, let's say this is called as axis of parabola. The point where the parabola is cutting the axis, we call that as a vertex. So these are the different parts of the parabola. The fixed point is called focus. The fixed line is called directrix. Cutting line as an axis. The point at which the parabola is cut is called as, what is this called as vertex. Do you understand different parts of parabola? Now we will go to the standard equations of parabola. So the first standard equation that we'll be discussing today is y square is equal to 4ax. Y square is equal to 4as. See, when parabola is having its vertex near origin, it is easy for us to get the equations. So only now we'll be studying 4 standard equations of parabola where the parabola's vertex will be placed on origin. See here, the vertex of parabola is placed on where? Origin. So to make the study easy, we study the 4 standard equations of parabola where the vertex of the parabola is placed on origin. In that one, the first type of parabola that we are studying today is y square is equal to 4ax. See, this is a parabola where my parabola is, what is this called as, is oriented towards x positive direction of x-axis. Here, my parabola is oriented towards positive direction of x-axis and resting on y-axis. My parabola is oriented towards positive direction of x-axis and it is resting on y-axis. And if I cut this parabola, see there, the parabola will get 2 equal parts like this, 1 equal part like this, 1 equal part like this. So it is becoming a symmetry with respect to x-axis. Why I'm telling all this thing is to remember the properties of a diagram. Sometimes they will not give diagram, sometimes they describe the parabola in words. A parabola having symmetry with the right direction of the x-axis or right towards a positive direction of x-axis, then we should be able to, okay, which is a symmetry, okay, this one. See here, the parabola is drawn such that it is what is called as, it is oriented towards x-axis, the positive direction of x-axis, and it is having a symmetry. The symmetry is with respect to x-axis. Now look at the careful. In this parabola, my focus is on x-axis. So if year to year the distance is same, is the coordinate of focus will be a comma 0, because any point on y-axis, so on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Any point on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Therefore, the coordinates of point F, the focus will be a comma 0. And we have got a directrix, the fixed line. It's a vertical line. The vertical line is so imagine my line. How do you find the equation of a vertical line? Just friends, how do you find the equation of a vertical line?
Minus
Huh?
x
We
is
know
equal
the
to
we know the coordinates of this one, that we will be is equal to what is called as a under x plus by plus c is equal to 0. Yes or no? So basing on that only we'll be getting equation of the vertical line. Of course, much more simpler version will be, you know, this points law form. Hello, you know points law form? Yes. See, now we got this point. Now there is one point here, point on x-axis, that is minus a comma 0. This is my point. Slope of what is this called as a what? Slope of this line. Now this is my line. The slope of this line is how much? What is the angle of with x-axis? Angle is 90 degrees. Slope is infinity. Correct? No. Why the equation of the this one, what is called as the line will be by points law form, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y I'm keeping as it, y1 is how much? 0. M slope is infinity. Infinity means I can write it as 1 by 0. 1 by 0. X, I don't know. X I keeping as it is. My x1 value is minus a is there, it becomes plus a. So if I cross multiply 0 into anything is 0, then
X plus A.
is equal to 0. X plus a is equal to 0 is the equation of this directrix. Or else, if you want to simplify much more further, this will be equal to x is equal to minus a. So, using concept of straight everything even in conic section. So now just once what we discussed in the first section of parabola, listen fully. The parabola y square is equal to 4x. The parabola was right at the x-axis, that is towards the positive direction of the axis, where the focus of the parabola will be on the positive side on the x-axis, that will be a comma 0, and towards my opposite to that I will be having a fixed line whose equation will be x plus a is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus a, and the vertex will be 0 comma 0. Did you understand the first form of a quadratic parabola, dear students?
Yes, sir. Once again, can you explain?
Then we'll go for the second
Sir.
parabola.
Once again, can you explain, sir?
Axis. Hello.
Yes, sir.
When we say first set of parabola, we say y square is equal to 4x. The parabola of the form which is facing towards the positive direction of x-axis and resting on y-axis. So diagram is displayed on the screen. That means my parabola is facing the x-axis, oriented towards x-axis and resting on y-axis of the origin. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So for this parabola, I want to find my focus, directrix, and the equation of directrix. So focus is what the point in the within the parabola. So the point within the parabola is lying on the, that is fixed point is my focus, that is on my x-axis. So we know that any point on x-axis, the y coordinate is 0. And last time I told if this distance is a, then the coordinate of f will become a comma 0. And we also discussed in the theory or the definition of parabola, the distance from a point to the line, fixed line is same. To this point, if the
Equal,
distance
sir.
is same, means see, if this is a point, no, origin is a point, no. So from fixed point to point O, from point O to my fixed line should be equal, no. So if this is a, means this also should become a, the distance. So now I got this one. So I'm considering one point. Let us say I'm considering one point Q. The Q coordinates of Q will be minus a comma 0. Now they may ask you not what is the directrix value and so on. They will ask you the equation of directrix sometimes. So you should know how to find the equation of directrix. So now you have got a what is called as you have got a point. Now you have to find the equation of this directrix. How do you find the equation of directrix? So remember the straight lines. If you have got one point, just find one more slope. So now I got my fixed line L, which is passing to the point minus a comma 0. Find the slope. See, what is the inclination of this line with x-axis? 90 degree. The slope tan 90 is equal to not infinity. So infinity means 1 by 0. Correct, no? 1 by 0 is equal, we call it as infinity.
Yes,
So
sir.
if I put this value in the equation y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So if I cross multiply this 0 with y means y will become 0. 1 into x minus x1 value is out, minus a, this will become plus a. So x plus a is equal to 0 is the equation of directrix, or else if you want simply much more further, write it as x is equal to minus a as the equation of directrix. Do you understand, dear students? When I say y square is equal to 4ax, my parabola is towards my x-axis, positive direction of x-axis, and the focus is on the positive direction, on the positive x-axis, and my directrix of this parabola will be on negative x-axis, and the equation will be x plus a is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus a. Now we are going to learn the second type of parabola, that is y square is equal to minus 4ax. Y square is equal to minus 4x. Since minus is there, my parabola will be shifting towards the negative direction of x-axis. So my parabola is oriented towards the negative direction of x-axis and will be placed or resting on y-axis, that is on the origin of y-axis. So the vertex of parabola will be resting on the origin of y-axis, whereas it is oriented or else towards the negative, facing towards the negative side of the x-axis, and the focus will be as usual, it will be on the side of a parabola. So focus will be on the negative of x-axis. So any point on negative x-axis will become minus a comma 0, because y coordinate will be 0. So that will be my focus, minus a comma 0. That's my directrix. So same thing, if I apply my directrix to the same formula, y is equal to y1 minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Slope will be 1 by 0 only. Infinity is equal to 1 by 0. That means y component will become exactly full 0. Now x minus a. Huh? So because this point is on the positive x-axis, so the coordinate will become a comma 0. Therefore, m into x minus x1 will become m into x minus a. M is 1 by 0 means 1 into x minus a. That will be x minus a is equal to 0. This is the equation of the directrix. That is the equation of the directrix. So simplify much more further, this one we can simplify it as x is equal to plus a as the equation of directrix. So the type is equal to x. X to minus 4x towards negative side of the x-axis. Now we'll go on the third set of parabola. Third form of parabola, that is x square is equal to 4ay. So when I say x square is equal to 4ay, look carefully at the parabola. The parabola is sitting on x-axis. The parabola is sitting or resting on x-axis. So whichever way we are defining the parabola, if we are defining by y square, that means my parabola has to rest on y-axis. If I defining parabola on x square, means my parabola has to rest or sit on x-axis. So we are defining on x square. Therefore, my parabola is resting on x-axis. 4y means positive 4ay plus 4ay means should be on the positive direction of y-axis. These are towards upper parabola. So the focus will be within the upper parabola. So what happens on positive y-axis? Therefore, the coordinates of focus will become 0, a. Why? Because the x coordinate will be 0 and distance from this point to the focus will be a. Now we have to find the equation of this directrix. So we'll consider a point here. So we'll be considering a point that will become 0, minus a, because this distance is a and towards the negative axis. A point y-axis x is 0, so 0 comma minus here. Same thing we'll use. The line is there, point is there. We have to find the slope of the line. We'll find it. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So that is y plus a is equal to slope. A line parallel to x-axis. What is the slope of line parallel to x-axis? We discussed 4 different conditions of a slope: positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, undefined slope. A line parallel to x-axis, the slope is
Undefined.
Undefined, sir.
no. Who taught you? Did I teach you this one?
0.
See, look at this one. This is my x-axis. This is my line parallel to x-axis. How much angle it is making with x-axis?
0.
90.
How much? And this is my x-axis. And this is my line. How much angle it is making with x-axis? Does it making
0.
any x-axis, any angle
Zero,
with x-axis?
No,
Zero.
no,
So
sir.
tan 0 means how?
0.
Tan 0 means how much? 0. So my slope is 0. So 0 into any number is 0. Therefore, my equation of my directrix is equal to y plus a is equal to 0. So if I simplify this one, I can write it as y is equal to minus a. You can take any equation. And why I'm giving both the equation means for our MCQ preparation only, I'm giving both the equations. Some we don't know what type of questions the paper setters are going to ask. So we have to be prepared for everything. So only I'm giving both the. Then, you may be wondering, this is not the equation that I learned. You may not be wondering. So the equation of my directrix will become y plus a is equal to 0, or else y is equal to minus a. Do you understand the equation of a parabola on x square is equal to 4ay? Dear students, do you understand this concept? Then we'll go for the next set of parabola. The next set of parabola is x square is equal to minus 4ay. That is, as I told in the beginning, just now, whichever variable you are defining the parabola. If you are defining a parabola by y square, then your parabola will be resting on y axis. Since I am defining my parabola on x square, my parabola will be resting on x axis. So the vertex will be on x axis or the origin. So now for this parabola, the focus is on the within the parabola. So within the parabola is on negative y direction of y axis. So the point will be here within the negative y-axis. Therefore, any point on negative y-axis, 0 comma minus y. So my distance is a. It becomes 0 comma minus a. So my f becomes 0 comma minus e. Once this is done now, then what is there is, for this opposite will be my fixed line. My fixed line will be on the positive x-axis. So by using the same concept what we discussed now, a line and the slope will be 0. So the x coordinate will be 0. So the point here will be a comma 0. Sorry, 0 comma a. Therefore the equation will become y minus y1 is equal to 0, because m into 0 into something will become 0, no?
Yes,
So that will be y minus my point here. You see, on my point is on positive y axis. So x is 0. So positive y means 0 comma y. Distance is a. Therefore it becomes 0 comma a. Therefore y minus a is equal to 0. This is the equation of the directrix, and that if I simplify, this will become a y is equal to a. So just we'll say the 4 different forms of parabola. y square is equal to 4ax. The parabola will be of this type. Please adjust. So the parabola of this type. So my directrix will be here. So what is the focus of this parabola?
A comma 0.
A comma 0, and the direction equation of directrix will be
X plus A
x plus a is equal to
is
0
equals to
or
0
x is equal to minus a.
minus A.
So next y square is equal to minus 4ax. Please everybody write what I am writing on the screen. This is very much useful for you to solve the problems also, solve the board level problems also, and solve the MCQs also. So what I am writing, equation, drawing, 46, everything. Please write it as I write it. Listen to me, discuss with me, and write it. Because I'm sure if I ask you to do a short notes by yourself, you may not do it like this. So y square is equal to minus 4ax means my parabola will be on y-axis on towards negative side of
Negative side.
x-axis. So this will be my focus. This will be my directrix.
Minus
So
A comma
my
0.
focus will be minus.
Minus
My
A
focus
comma
will be
0.
minus
minus a comma 0, and the equation of my directrix will be x minus a is equal to 0 or x is equal to plus a.
Equals to A.
So next my equation of the parabola is x square is equal to 4ay. So the parabola will be of upper u or upside u with my focus on a positive y-axis. Therefore, focus
0
will be
comma A.
0 comma
0
a,
comma A.
and my equation of the parabola will be
Y plus
y
A.
is equals to minus
y plus a is equal to 0 or y is equal
minus
to minus a. So next thing we'll be having is just a minute. X square is equal to minus 4ay. This will be my parabola will be
down downward
mm, upside down u. So this will be of the where my focus will be on the negative y-axis. This will become
0
f
comma A.
0 comma minus a.
0 comma minus
The equation of directrix will be
y
y minus a is equal to 0
y is
or
equals to
e
equal to
is
a.
equal to plus a. Do you understand so much, dear students? Hello.
So, yes sir.
Then we'll with the parabola we'll have one more topic discuss. That is important means not very much important, but sometimes they can twist the question using this lattice rectum. Because with this lattice rectum, everything will discuss on other topics also. So please be careful when I discuss about lattice rectum. Same thing we'll be discussing with other conic sections also, like ellipse, hyperbola, and so on. So lattice rectum. What is this lattice rectum? So first I'll draw our standard parabola. What is our standard parabola? Y square is equal to 4ax. Correct. Now this is the first standard parabola we learned. So I take this first standard parabola y square is equal to 4x. The parabola will be on how it will be towards my positive x-axis,
Positive side.
and the directrix will be somewhere here, and my focus will be here. So this is my x-axis. This is my y-axis, y dash axis, x dash.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can you say fourth one equation?
Fourth equation is x square is equal to minus 4ay. Just I'll scroll down the equation.
Okay.
So it's minus 4ay. Diagram
Okay, sir.
you parabola. The focus will be 0 minus. The equation is equal to 0. Y is equal to 6.
Thank you, sir.
Now I am considering my standard form of the equation. See, the more equation you should be able. That's the reason I'm
Sir, your voice is not
hello. Hello.
yes, sir.
So what I was telling is by what is called by the given equation, or sometimes they will characterize. Now they will say the characteristics of the curve. By listening to those given points or given inputs, you should be able to sketch out which parabola they are speaking. Now we have learned 4 different types of parabola. So you should be able to sketch out which parabola they are speaking, and you should be able to get the equation, a small diagram and equation. So that's why we are spending so much of time on this one. Once with regard to geometry, I am telling you your answer is half solved if you put the diagram properly. Remember, whenever we solved some problems, the MCQs of coordinate geometry, what I used to do? I used to draw the diagram, no? So once you draw the diagram, your problem, half of the problem in geometry is solved. So only we are discussing a lot of time on this theory part, because once you learn this concept, we should go in a full speed with the MCQs. There you should not wonder why, which parabola, which diagram, which curve. No. So now I took y square is equal to 4ax means, okay, y square means my parabola has to rest on y-axis plus 4ax with positive direction. So graph is drawn. Now we have to first learn what is lactus rectum. What is this lactus rectum? Anybody know? Anybody come across this concept, lactus rectum?
No, sir.
Physics? Physics?
No, sir.
Physics, have you come across this motion in a plane? Trajectory? Still not started. Okay, no issues. Okay, now we'll come across, we'll learn it here. What is this lactus rectum? So, see here, I want a focus
God,
F.
sir.
So, a line passing through focus. Listen carefully. The line passing through focus. That can, see, if I say a line passing through focus means that can be my x-axis also, because that is also a line passing through focus. Not only that one, a line passing through focus and perpendicular to the axis of parabola. Which is the axis of parabola here? X-axis. Now a line is passing through my focus and is perpendicular to the axis of parabola and touching the surface of parabola, both the ends. Here, a line passing through the focus, perpendicular to the axis of parabola, and touching the surface or either sides of the parabola. That line is called as lactus rectum. If I name it, I will name it as A and B. Now AB is my lactus rectum. Did you understand what is the lactus rectum? I am telling. So a line passing through the focus. The line is passing through the focus and is perpendicular to the axis of parabola. My axis of parabola is x-axis in this parabola. So see, it is perpendicular to the axis of parabola and touching or meeting the parabola at both the ends. Such line is called as lactus rectum. Now our means lactus rectum means it's a line. First of all, it's a line. What kind of line is this one? Means it's a line that is passing through parabola. No, sorry, passing through focus. My line is passing through focus F, and this line is also what is doing. See, the characteristics of, I'm telling what is the characteristic of this line. The first characteristic of this line is the line is passing through focus. Here, It is passing through focus. The second characteristic I'm going to tell is that the line is, what is this? Perpendicular to axis of parabola. Perpendicular to the axis of parabola. See, parabola is there. Which axis is here? X-axis is here. So this is perpendicular to the axis of parabola. The third property of this line is it meets parabola at two ends. It meets parabola at both the ends. It meets parabola at both ends. Here, whatever we discussed, it is here. Line, lactex rectum is a line, passing through focus. This one I'll take a different color. So it is passing through focus here. It is passing through focus. Perpendicular to my axis of parabola. This is my axis of parabola. Perpendicular to my axis of parabola, and meeting at the parabola at both ends. Such a kind of line is called as lacteus rectum. So here, all that is done by my line AB. My line AB is passing through the focus, is perpendicular to the axis of parabola, is meeting parabola at both the ends, A and B. So therefore, I can say my AB as a lacteus rectum. So now our work is not over here. Our work is coming now only. We have to find the, first let me draw the a diagram of the parabola. That is, this is my parabola. This is my focus. Okay, let me take a little bigger focus. I'll take focus somewhere here. So line is joining here. So A, B. I'll take this as fixed line. Let this fixed line be. Let this fixed line be L. This is my vertex O. This is my F. The coordinates of F will be how much? A, comma 0. This distance will be A. And this distance also will be A. Correct? No? Yes. So much we know from whatever we learned. And this is the curve is equal to A. Now I have to find the length of this lacteus. I have to find the length of AB. What is the length of AB? I have to find out. See, we know by definition of parabola from what is called as from this point to this point. From a fixed point to a point. If vertex is a point, if vertex is taken as parabola, it's one point, a general point. Whereas my F is a fixed point. Yes or no? So now look carefully. F is my fixed. I'm taking as a general point. Some point on the
Sir, your voice is not
one
clear,
set
sir.
of point O.
So it is very cracking.
Hello, is it okay?
Yes, sir, now it's fine.
So I'm considering one point F. What is this called as a fixed point. Now my point O, I'm taking it as a general point. Some set of points, one set of point. So from the definition of parabola, we know that the distance between this one and this one is equal, and from here to here we are equal. So we know this 2 is A. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means, so here now I am taking one point here. Now my point here on the curve is A. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
So from here to here, if it is if this distance from fixed point to here means A means from here to here it should be A also, no? Sorry. Hmm? Are you getting it? Hello? Hello? Dear students, are you getting what I am telling? See, from here to here I am telling my distance OF is equal to A I am telling. From here to my distance, let us say I'll take this point as some M, this point as some C. Hmm. So this distance, what is this total distance? 2A, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
So this distance will become how much? AC.
2A, sir.
So this distance will become 2A. From here to here, it will become 2A. Actually, if you draw this diagram correctly, this AFCM is a square actually. If you draw it correctly with the scale and so on. Yeah, the fixed line is here, focus is here. So it will be exactly a square. So square means what happens? All sides are equal. I'll take that printed diagram tomorrow. That this will be 2A and this will be also 2A. We know that our parabola is symmetry. Symmetry means if I cut a parabola, it will get cut into two equal parts. So that what will happen? What if this is 2A means this also will become 2A. So therefore what happens? My AB will be how much? My AB will be 2A plus 2A. It will be 4A. Do you understand this concept of lactus rectum and the length of the lactus rectum?
Yes.
Dear students, do you understand what is lactus rectum and the length of the lactus rectum?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, the parabola is over. Tomorrow we'll discuss two simple topics, not a much difficult like this parabola. It's very, very easier topic, that is ellipse and hyperbola. It will take hardly 25 minutes. So once that is over, we'll start the problems. So once so at least we'll solve problems till at least till the circles we'll solve circles or parabola. So that for weekend test we'll have at least two sections for the test. So please kindly brush up all these topics, these theories, though it may be looking very easy, but if you don't brush up all those things, you'll get confused because more or less all are same, only plus or minus is different, or one letter or one something is what is called going here and there or changing here and there. So kindly brush up all this topic. I prefer more than brushing up, make a short. Of course, brushing up is very important. Understanding is very important. At the same time, short notes. Making a short notes is very important. You have to keep a separate book only for short notes, special formulas. Sometimes we'll be giving some special formulas. This time we discuss some special formulas in 2D. For area of triangle itself, we learned some 4 formulas there. So all those things should be in separate book. When you are writing with the notes, you don't know where you written. You have to search, do a treasure hunt there. So all this thing should be maintained in separate formula book like. So short notes, formulas should be in separate books. So when you go through one topic, so everything will be on first page. Okay, these are the formulas, these are the special formulas, these are the key notes, these are the concepts. So once you go through the concepts and when you come to solving the numericals or what is called problems or MCQs, that is much more effective than going directly to solving the MCQs. So thank you. We'll meet tomorrow with the topic ellipse and hyperbola. Thank you, dear students.
Thank you, sir. Yes, students, you can now join the next session 8 to 9. So please join the